All right, today we are going to learn about how to prepare for an ad posting marathon with Rory. It's happening this Saturday, and to help us, because we all do have our own little ways and of doing things, we've got Candace Gunstream, one of our PSIs, coming on here today, and she's going to teach you guys what she does and what she teaches her team to do to prepare for ad posting, whether it's a marathon or a daily thing. So, Candace, you and I have, I think we met in Orlando.
I believe it
I
was
think that
Orlando as well,
in in 2021.
which is Florida. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
At a
And then we
Velveeta
saw each other in
convention.
Texas as well.
Yep. Yeah. So we've
Right. Yeah.
we've been around the block here a few years.
Actually, because you go to both of the Florida ones?
I I
Or
missed one of the Florida ones,
okay, yeah.
but I did the
And then
very
there was the
first
Texas.
Velveeta one.
Perfect. Yep. And we were there for a long time and we had a great time. It was
We did.
it's great to meet. I can't wait till we have another one, right? It seems like so way too long. I was thinking about that the other day. Can't wait for another conference so that we can meet all
Exactly.
the new people because there's so many. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been, yeah, many, many years. Well, thank you. So today can you hear me well?
Can you turn your volume up a little bit?
Turn it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can you hear me better now?
Lisa Harris, what do you think? Does she sound better? Not yet? Keep going, Candace.
You're all the way full blast. I can go into the settings. Can you still not hear me all the way?
No, I can hear you
I
better now.
muted myself. Sorry. You can hear me.
Yeah, no, I can hear you. I can hear you much better now.
Okay. Okay.
It
I'll just
just
talk
seemed
on.
like you were talking about 10 feet away from your computer.
I'm directly in front of it.
I
I
know.
apologize. I'm sorry
Nope,
about
you're
that.
good. You're good. Go for it.
Okay.
What do you got
Okay.
for us?
So I'm going to break it down as simple as I can, as slow as I can, so that everyone can be prepared or as prepared as possible for Saturday. We all have different sheets, that tracking sheets. Some, are really, really extensive. Some are real simple. I'm just going to share the basic that Rory started me off with 8.5 years ago and keep it that way pretty much. So I was going to share it at first, and then I thought you probably all have it from your instructors. So if you don't, you can just reach out to your instructor and they will get you their copy and give it to you. They'll have no problem sharing their copy, unless Stacy says at the end, and I have no problem sharing it, whichever you prefer. But just a basic one that says the date. So on Saturday, I'll just put the date all the way down here, so I can just show you exactly how it'll be. It'll be the 26th, so I'll just go. And then you have to be able to pull your date and keep it the same date, you have to put in 3 or more, or I always do. I heard possibly 2 or more, but it doesn't work on my end. So I always put 3 and oops, put the wrong date there. And then you have to highlight, oops, take your, and make sure this little, see the little blue dot here? You pull that down. If you don't have the little blue dot on the third one, it won't work. And I pull it all the way down. Whoops, get off my screen. Oops. Hopefully I did it right. Yes, I did. Yay. Pull it all the way down. I think I will post more than 114, but that little thing got in my way. So you just pull it down, and I can continue pulling it down by clicking and holding down on that little circle, and it just pulls down all the way down as far as I want to go. And it stays the same date. If you do it one by one, or if you start with just one, it's going to add up the dates. It's going to, continue for, I don't know if it actually goes in order, like if it stops at 30, because there's only 30 days in April. And if it changes to May, I would think it would be that smart. And okay, it does. Okay, good.
Yep.
But we don't want that because I'm not just posting one every day. So that would be the first thing. The next thing would be, look at, oh wait, okay, good. The next thing is my URL of whatever page that I'm going to be posting on. All of us will be posting on different pages. We'll be, however, Rory is going to be doing the marathon, just like Stacy said, this is the very first time that we've ever had like a set schedule that multiple people are going to be doing the training on that day. Stacy, if you can't hear me at some point, just put your hand in the air and then I'll know to like start talking louder.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'll say something.
Perfect, perfect. And so I was preparing it and I was just thinking of the different pages that I had thought that Rory had mentioned. So I had all my pages up and then I was told that a different, it could go all different kinds of ways. So it doesn't really matter. But when each of the people are, each of the ladies, I think it's all ladies except for Rory on Saturday, I believe so. So when
Yep.
all of the ladies are training, whatever page they're creating, you obviously don't have the same thoughts as them. So you should be doing the exact same thing on your computer, on your PBS, but creating something that you need to create. I need to get my thank you to page done, and I need to finish up a little bit more on my employee benefits page, and then I'm going to do the frequency pages. I've started them. So I just open them up and I will have it like that for the day of training. And I have them all opened and I'm teaching you all how to be prepared with your tracking sheet. So this is the easiest way for me to show you. So I would go into the page that I'm going to do and say it's going to be my age list page. It's back behind here. Let me move you real fast. I can click over here on the right-hand side where you see slug, and how I brought this up on my page is in between the rank math and the save button is this setting control shift. If you click on that, it brings this up. Like if I'm here, I go here and it brings this up, and then I just click on the slug, which is my URL for this page. And I just click the little copy here, which is also the permalink, which is here. And I can go back to my sheet and I'm going to put that on my sheet of where I need to keep track of it. And so the categories, I'm going to show you how to set them up because these are just set up. We have them for each month. My Connie does the ad posting every Wednesday and we do them for each month. And so they change because we may have a certain page that we want to advertise for this month that we didn't want to advertise for last month. And this time we have a marathon. So right here at the top, I have the websites that I'm posting is like the US net ads. There's, I think, like 5 or 6 different mother or partnered ad sites, and they're all listed here. So I'm just going to do all Jeunesse product, which will be my age list. So I'll just click on the one box and I'll paste it in, Control V, and I'll literally take this little blue dot again and I'll pull it all the way down to here because I put a purple or whatever color that is, mauve. Oops, pull it down to there. There we go. That's my line to separate because it's going to a new ad posting site. So just like
Candace,
yeah.
let me just ask you this. Why are you preloading your spreadsheet like this?
Because all I have to do is go to posting ads. So I know why you're asking me this. I'm like, what do you mean? Why are you asking me this? We are preparing ourselves. I'm like, what? I am setting it up beforehand so that I can use the time wisely. The more prepared you are for ad posting, then we all think that, okay, I do an hour of ad posting on every Wednesday. Well, an hour of ad posting means that I have to be prepared for that. If I do not have my sheet ready, if I don't have my ad bodies ready and all my information that I'm going to post on the different sites, then I'm not spending that hour posting ads. I am wasting that hour preparing for posting ads. Now it's over and I didn't post any ads. So we're preparing for a very long day of posting ads. And I really, every single one of you that are on this training, this is your time to get ahead. Like you think you just started a week ago, and I can guarantee you, you can finish a page, modify a page that day, and you can post ads on it and you can start driving traffic to your website. And it's so important to start driving traffic to your website now, because when you're ready to apply for Google AdSense, you will have that much more traffic and it will benefit you in every way, shape, and form. I promise you. And being that Rory has taken a Saturday, so if you're going to be there on Saturday, you're not going to be doing anything else. So might as well, instead of be sitting there looking at your screen, because they're just going to be silent. Some of them will be talking, but they'll be doing what I'm showing you now and also writing a page. And if you all know, you don't talk much when you're writing a page, I mean, we do on trainings, but sometimes, you're thinking, you're trying to build a page that brings value to people. And then when you post ads, it's just repetitive information that you're keep posting and doing, that being prepared. So I want you all to spend your time wisely. Is that what you were asking for?
That is exactly right. Yeah, why are we doing this today? Guys, I've already taken notes. I'm going to create a spreadsheet, how Candace does it here. Now, Candace, make
We
sure to
have
explain, where did you get the websites at?
Absolutely.
And
Okay.
where did you get your categories at? And how did you choose your categories?
I'm going right down the order. So we first started with dates and then my URL, then we're going to go to website. Yes, absolutely. So once again, I have started this top part. I know is correct because I started doing it before so that I had something to come into the training with. But when you go down here a little further after, I believe right after this one right here, this isn't correct. I'm doing my employee benefits, miscellaneous. I think there's a better category. So I'm going to show you exactly where I get that and how we don't want to post employee benefits and beauty products. Even though there may be some benefits for your employees or for, some different benefits in the employee package that would benefit or would line up with beauty products, like, entertainment maybe, or discounts on something, but that's not proper. You do not want to post an ad in the wrong category. So it's really important. So with that said, bring me back up here to the very top. And remember, you want to have this entire sheet filled out because you've got 16 hours to post ads. That is like the best. You could spend that time so wisely if you, between right now and tomorrow, finish creating your own personal ad. I mean, tracking sheet, and then the ad bodies, which is so simple with AI these days, that you'll be prepared and you'll be able to use that time so wisely. And just like I said, all you need to have is a finished page. And even then, before I was corrected on this, I was going to share, like, if you don't have a finished page and you have your URL, that's all you need to actually post ads on it. You don't want Rory's URL, you want your URL. So you had to have started modifying it. And the only reason why you would ever post an ad to something that isn't finished is because you don't have any already finished. Like, say you just started yesterday, you could still use Saturday to benefit you and your traffic. Yes, they may come to your site if they go into one of the ad sites on Saturday and they click on your link and they go to a website that they see a half page, but it's okay. You're going to refresh that number and you're going to continue re-upping those ads. That's the purpose of keeping a track of it. Okay. We keep track of it so that we can go in next month and reactivate them. I can't think of the word right now, but so that they can renew them, so that they renew and they continuously go on. And so at that time, you have a month now to get in there and finish modifying that page. And so when people come in, I'm just sharing that that's not what you want to do. But for someone that just started yesterday, there's no excuse why you cannot post ads on Saturday. That's my purpose of sharing that part with each of you. Hope I didn't confuse you there. If I did, your instructor will correct, will cover me. But I hope I didn't. So there's my first link. Now we're to the websites. Okay, so these websites, if you go to it's rrr247.com/. ad posting.
No, just
No.
just do RR247.com.
Look at that, because you brought that to my, and I didn't do this part. I
And then
apologize.
free traffic sites. Right there, nope, up at the top.
It's not there. Oh, there
On
it
the
is.
left.
Whoa, it's across my whole thing. Look at that.
It's right above. It's right where you're typing. It's a
Thank
there
you.
you go.
There you go. Look at that. And it's see, even I forget. Look at, I haven't been here in a long time, and I should know this because Connie trains on this all the time because we went through every single one of these. So here are the different sites that you can use. And you can just click on them. Some of them make you create an account with them, some of them don't. There's a whole list here. Just keeps going, all this. So the ones that you see on my tracking sheet are the US net ads, which is partnered with the US online classifieds in net ads, AU net ads, and UK ads list. And I think there's one more, and Canada ads. So all of those, if you go back to Rory's list here, are right here, US net ads. And when you click on it, see all of these are all like the sister, they're the same company or underneath one roof, but they're all different ad sites. And when you click on it, you can either do one or the other. Ooh, that's what classifieds did to me today too. You're probably saying, what the heck was that? I don't want to go to that site, right? Because it told you not to, and you've been told that you don't want to go to sites that are not secure, yada, yada, yada. Well, I'm going to tell you, you do want to go to it still because you want to get free traffic to your website. And we do not hold personal like credit card information or any social security numbers or anything like that on our PBSs, our websites. So really in the world of the internet, we are okay to go post ads and enter this site. Yes, just do it. I know there's a lot, that's a different story. We could go down a real long rabbit hole, but Rory wouldn't be giving it to us if it was going to harm us in a bad way, I guess. That's the easiest way to put it. With that said, just like I said, so US net ads, you would get the URL right here in the browser. I just copied that. Well, it usually doesn't add all that to it, but an ad popped up on me because just a couple of years ago, all the ad sites got Google AdSense. I put my cursor inside the browser, and then I hold down Control and press A, and it highlights it, or it highlights the whole entire URL, and then hold down my Control key and press C to copy it. And then I can go back to my sheet, and I just go to the first spot, and I Control V for Victor, and I paste it. Just like I had mentioned, there's 5, 6 below it that are different. If I go back to that site, you can either look right here, see right where my cursor is, it's a little hand that moves around. There's the US job posting, Canada free ads, UK, all of these are different. And then also at the bottom, they have them, or they used to have them. No, okay, well, they used to have them there. So just these ones are where I got it. And all you have to do is, once again, click on it. It's going to bring up the site. And how I like to bring them up is I bring them up in the order, like when I'm posting my ads on Saturday morning. And I hope I'm going slow enough for everyone to follow what I'm saying. So when the easiest way to do it is if I'm posting my ads on Saturday morning and I'm posting from US net ads, Canada, whichever order I have them on my sheet, I want to open them up and have them the tabs at the top, because then I can just go from one to the next to the next. So I'll go to my sheet and I see, I'll get this thing in the right place. I'm gonna put it way up here. This is online classified ads, and then the second one is in net ads. So if I come here, classified ads is going to be this one. So somehow it snuck right in there. That's perfect. This, I'm going to get rid of Canada because that's not in the order. And then the next one. So does everyone understand what I'm saying? Like in net ads. So I come here. I don't know which, and that's probably that one. Let's see. India. Yep. And every time I open the ad, see how it puts it in front of here. If I, where the name of the tab at the top of the tab, if I hold down my left click, I can pull it to the other side. And now it's back in order. And then I can go to the next one and I will just open them all like that. This is Australia and then UK. So Australia is the next. Once again, hold my left click button on my mouse and put it at the end, continue to site, and then UK. I'm not waiting for it to finish thinking. I'm just moving it and getting them because all I want to get is the URL so that it's on my tracking sheet. So once again, I've already done this one. I'm going to start from the next one and I would just put my cursor. If an ad pops up like that, it changes the URL. You don't want that. So make sure to close the ad out. But then you just put your cursor inside the browser, Control A, and then Control C to copy it, go paste it onto your sheet. And do that with each and every one of these. And it seems to be that every time I leave the site, an ad pops up. So just remember that if you put your cursor inside the browser to copy the URL, it's going to copy a different link. So just make sure that no ads pop up. And then Control A, Control C, copy it, go paste it on the sheet. Do that with every single one. When you're done, right now, because we're just setting up our tracking sheet, you'll just want to close them all down because one, it just slows down your computer. And right now it's really going to slow mine down because we're on Zoom. So say I was done with those. I'm just going to close it down, go to my tracking sheet. I finished all of these. What I do, or what Connie does, she teaches us, is we have 5 different sets of them. And that's what you see here all the way to here. So we have, you know, they're the same ones, one of each in a category. And then we have
Is there a
one
reason
of
why
them.
you only do 5?
Reason why we only do 5 is because we are only, sometimes like me and Connie, when we were at ad posting for, I think it was close to a year, no one was coming in. It was just me and her. We were doing 10 at a time. It's because we literally do them at the same time. If you have a different category with all of the US net ads, it allows you to post, and we would have contests to see who could do it the fastest. We would just have all of them, you know, you have each of them open. So you have one of each of these ad sites opened and you'd have 5 different tabs and they'd all be for the health. And so you could do it, you would have 5 different ad bodies because they're all being posted. They have to be different. You know what I'm saying? And then the next one, 5 down, we change the category and it's now business opportunity and sales. And we do 5 of them. And then we do 5 of the next category. Does that make sense?
But isn't it because US net ads only permit so many ads to be placed inside of inside of it? You can only do
what?
like 5 or
I'm
7.
I'm just going to be so honest. I honestly don't know if they've changed that. We used to do
Used to do a lot.
yeah. and so Connie, I knew.
There's
Thank you,
Connie.
You can, yeah, she will have the answer for us.
You're co-hosted here, Connie. Go ahead and unmute. You can you're here now.
We do one of each website in 5 different categories, and that's enough per month to keep us from getting the rest of them booted out because we've done too many.
So there you go.
So
Perfect.
they only allow so many. So I couldn't do the same category for say all 6 of them. I couldn't do a different category using the same heading and the same body.
And so we do that for each month. Thank you, Connie. I knew you would have the perfect answer.
So
And
that's why we end up with 30 of them per month. And so it seems to work out where they all go through. We don't have a hassle. And so that's what I've kept with.
And so those ones I've kept, that we just keep them at the top always. So like when it goes to May, this we'll just copy this tracking sheet over to May, and we won't change the US net ad grouping. We would go down to the next, and we don't change LaCanto either. It's, you know, classifieds for free is where we change the category more or less. So
Question now, because one thing I have found with US net ads is it's not so much it's more about the URL you're using in each category, that it only allows the same.
Right.
Okay.
So in essence, what happens is we're doing US net ads itself in 5 different categories with a different heading and a body. So we're only doing 5 for US net ads per month. And then 5 in US online classifieds, 5 India, 5 Australia, 5. So we're only posting 5 ads a month in each on each website.
and
Right.
saying, yeah,
So
5
that's
ads a
why
month.
we're able to do what we do because we do it each month instead of, doing it, next week, another 30 ads.
Right.
see,
But for Saturday, if they're going to use US, they can do you think, Connie, they're going to be able to get away with doing all of these on Saturday in US net ads?
They may or may not, but then they're all set up for them later.
Okay, so basically get your spreadsheet done. Think of it, even though you're preparing it for Saturday, you can continue using it other days and just fill in the blanks later.
Definitely. So if I was going to not use, say, I couldn't get into US net ads and we were having problems doing it, I would just take out those dates and do them some other day, maybe next week or
Got
next.
it.
like, yeah, you'll see gaps here, like, see, they're not done here. And it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I have gaps
you know,
because, it's whenever I did them.
it
Sometimes
happens.
sometimes I
I
didn't
don't
get.
want to get it too confusing for them or get them set up for frustration that
However,
when
my
they,
website that I send them to, it's only for classifieds for free, and that's how you should get started because it's
And
easy.
that's, yes, and that's
So I
where the
start
next one
everybody
is.
out with just classifieds for free.
So
right.
should have done that. I apologize.
No,
But now
you're
that
fine.
we've
You're fine, Candace. There's no
confused
reason to be
everybody.
apologizing.
Even though our spreadsheet does have other ad sites on them.
So you can one or the other. You can skip all of what I've just went over and just go to the classifieds for free, which is going to be where I'm going to show you now. And it's really simple compared to, you won't have any of the questions that
Oh,
just came
but
up.
so let me ask you guys this. So like for the, you're doing health and beauty in the other health ads area, and then business opportunities, you could literally put in a different URL for business opportunities and kind of beat US net ads at their own game because you're putting in a different URL and it'll be a completely different ad anyhow.
Yes, you could change, meaning
Okay.
right here, you could put a different one here on the tracking sheet even, put a different URL. You could put a different URL on each of them. Absolutely. And then here have the same one again. You could do 5 different URLs here and then copy those 5 and put them down through the list. And it goes, yes. And that's what we used to do too, Connie, right? But we just tried to make it simpler. And this
They're
is the
just making
numbers.
it simpler for the person that's getting started on a spreadsheet and just
Yeah.
getting started on posting ads. So I send them to my ad post training page that shows them step by step how to get started in classifieds for free and
Oh,
get them.
that is awesome. Okay, so all of you that we've just totally confused on how to get ready for Saturday, go ahead and click on the link I just did to get Connie's page. it's a definite thing you guys want to,
And it's simple.
it
She
is simple.
made
It's
it very
broken down.
simple. Yeah.
But what I want you guys to do is click on that in the chat. It'll open up in a new page. This is why you guys really want to always be on your computer versus a phone, if at all possible.
And then when you click
And then
on
you
it, it just
bookmark
opens.
this.
Yep. It opens up.
And
then
where
you'll
I'm
have it
going to put
here.
it is I've got a little thing that I have for ad posting. I will put it inside of my ad posting area. So
And then
that,
you'll always have it.
well, I would have it if I wouldn't have just clicked the stupid little X button and closed the internet tab, but yeah.
And this is what I'll be taking them through on Saturday
At
as,
the end,
as part of what I do after I post an ad. I mean, after I finish a page.
yeah.
Awesome.
And
Okay,
then you'll
Candace,
always have it.
yeah. So what other sites will you be using then, Candace, that you're setting your spreadsheet up for?
The rest is all classifieds for free.
And business ads for free.
And business ads for free, the two that, yeah, which are partnered, I don't know what you call it, partnered. They're like one, but one's for all. It has to do with running a business. So like affiliate marketing, and you would do the business aspects that we, Bella Vita, joining the employee, a job part.
And I
That's
just wanted
all.
I just wanted to let you know one thing for Saturday. I'm going to take people through just the basics because I think that they need just the basics. But for those of you that are more advanced in posting ads and you know how to do this already, um, I think I'm going to invite somebody on as a special guest to show you how to do things a little simpler and easier for those of you that are advanced.
Ooh, so you're gonna have something for a seasoned people. I like
Yes.
that.
Yes, because I know some of this is pretty simple for some people that are used to posting ads. If you've been doing it like I've been doing it for 3 years, this is very simple. But I still I want to make sure that we get the simple out there. But I also have some information that came across my desk about a couple weeks ago, and I just want to get it out there for those who want some advanced ways of posting ads.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on and supporting Candace here because I did throw her for a loop. She was
Two
going
loops.
another different
Two
direction.
loops.
Well, just know whatever I have learned on ad posting, that's who I got it from. She just doesn't do it as much as she used to.
Yeah, not at all. Like I used to be, yeah. But you should, that's for sure. Don't don't ever stop. It's what keeps everything turning. It's so important. So
And
important.
once you get Google AdSense, you will understand how important posting ads is to getting paid.
Like Saturday was exciting for
Now,
that.
I'm gonna change it. I think we beat this poor spreadsheet to death. Um,
Absolutely.
do you guys prepare if you know, so you guys are planning exactly what pages you're planning to post ads on for Saturday?
Yes.
And are you prepping your ad templates? Or are you just going to create them off the fly, hoping that you have a creative brain cell that day?
No.
Well, for
Well,
me,
yeah.
For
Talk,
me,
Connie.
I'm going to have my spreadsheet set up that I can post ads for different things that I've got going on. However, I also will be creating a page with Rory that I will then show how to go through the process of once you create it, how do you set up the spreadsheet and everything for that? How do you go through that process so you can start posting ads on that page? After you do that page, what comes next? And I
Which
have a
she also has a
step-by-step guide
page.
for that too.
Did you post it in the chat?
No, but I can if you would like.
Stacy?
Let's, how about Connie send it to me and I'll get it to the MSIs and we'll get it out to leadership that they can share it with their teams.
Sure. I can do that.
Um, but Candace, do you want to show how you create an ad template? Because I know I
Sure.
do it one way and you may do it a different
Totally
way.
different way. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm gonna just start with what I have. So employee benefits and ageless. So I know. Then I can close out all of these that I was, because I just need to have them closed down. And I was just gonna do it backwards. I don't close out like that, what I just did. Sorry, let me just get them out. Don't wanna not mess up something. This one's a pain in the booty. Let me tell you, the employee benefit one.
Yes, I know. I'm not done with mine. That's on my to-do list for tomorrow.
Same here, I'm not finished either all the way. We already know you're done, Connie. Okay, so I'm just closing out. Sorry, I had quite a few pages open because I was trying to have one for every trainer that's on. And that's not published, that's saved. And out. Okay, here we go. There we go. I'll close that. Perfect. So, and I don't need that open. So I would just go to my, I'm going to go to my Google Drive, first of all, and I'm going to get a blank sheet. Lots of you just use ChatGPT, which I will use ChatGPT, but I use DeepSeek instead. But I will, just for tonight, I will use ChatGPT. So it's, well, mine doesn't look like, I may just, you're gonna see what ours looks like now, and it's no fun. You can't make it look normal anymore. I'll show you. It's very confusing when you open it with that AP. I think you have it too, Stacy. You just go to ChatGPT. I recommend every single one of you to create an account. And how you do that is, all you do is when you first click on that, it asks you to sign in. You just click on your Google email, and it takes all the information and creates an account. But why I recommend that is because it saves everything for you on the side, and it actually builds a relationship with you personally, and it learns how to write how you write. And there's a lot of different fun tools that we won't go over that you can add in and see what my screen looks like. This is not what any of your screens will look like. You'll just have a blank screen, and I don't know how to make it go back to the blank screen anymore. If you know,
It's all
you can
good.
tell.
It's all good. But when you're creating, I guess, I know you go to ChatGPT, but do you organize your templates in so like me, I have in my Google Drive, I created a folder called add templates. And then
Yeah.
I pretty much created individual folders for every single category that we have. And then inside each of that, I create a Google Doc for whatever page I'm going to advertise. So then I can quickly grab and go on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
Yes.
And
Like, so I had for just, yes, I sure do.
okay.
So you want to see, which part would you like to see on that? So yes, I have exactly what
So
you explained exactly.
show me a Google Doc that you've got a template all set up on.
Perfect. Okay, got it. Got lots of them. Why they're not in alphabetical order is beyond me. I'm wondering whether or not in alphabetical order right now. My eyes. Are they backwards? I don't know. I think they are, huh? That's weird.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on. I'm
Click
like,
click
why
on
is
the arrow. Candace, click on the little that little down arrow.
this one?
That one.
I'm like, why are they going? There they go. There you go. I'm like, why is this going backwards? Okay. So I have, well, here, I'll just show you what from, I have so much. I'm not probably as organized as you. I had a big old mess. I'm trying to organize mine to be perfect. So I have multiple of them from my emails. So
Yeah, but you know where to find it.
yeah, I know
What
where
I'm
to find
trying
it,
to,
but
I guess what I'm trying to display to everyone is you find a system that works
works for
for
you.
you on your computer.
And
Okay. You're going to glean different ideas from each of the different presenters on Saturday. And you're going to be, with some of them, you're going to be like, oh my God, that makes sense for me. Others, you're going to be like, oh, nope, can't do it. And you do what works for you.
like, yes.
And that will
And
change over the time. Because how I used to do my ad templates, they're similar to how I do them now. Because when we first started, Rory had us all, biohacking ad template. And then you put your URL in. And then you counted to 10 and you came up with 10 headlines.
it was like this. Yeah, we had this.
There
set
you
up.
go. Yeah.
And then we just pasted it in, and we had it like, yeah, it was just like 10 of these. And then you would just post in what it is, and then the headline and the body, and then keep going, keep going. That was the basic template that we would use. Is
And
that
what's nice of having a template like that, first of all, guys, I do challenge you all to not just automatically go to Chat GPT because you haven't, the newer people, you've not developed your writing habits yet.
and it's all about the prompt that you use. It's really
Right.
important.
And so that's
Yeah.
more of an advanced thing. But
So
sit
I
there.
recommend, don't you share, like, so what we do is I recommend you probably create one for them, right? More or less. Is that what you do with your team?
I have done in the past on my study halls, where we all come up with, we chip in, okay, we're going to do an ad, let's create some ads for biohacking. And I'll create it, sharing my screen, and everybody chimes in with a different heading because we all think differently. And then we come up with, after we come up with 10 headings, then we come up with just a couple ad bodies on how to say it. And then I share it and teach everyone how to do a copy to make it their own. And they can go and add to it and make things, their brains are in creating mode now.
That's exactly what we've done. Connie did it first when she had the training when I won that trip with Tanya and Rory, and I was gone, and they had it, and they did a wonderful job making a template. And yeah, and then you just share it out. But that's exactly the best thing to do is, I mean, to become the best writer is to do it yourself, right? I mean, AI is this tool that people that don't know what they're doing, they go use ChatGPT, and you just make a big mess of everything. And when you make a mess of everything, it does no benefit to you.
I tell you right now, you can be here for 7.5 years and utilize Chat GPT to try and help you expand on a page and cause yourself major chaos.
Exactly.
Because I did that this week.
And it's a bummer, right?
It's frustrating because you lose yourself for hours.
Mm-hmm. And now you're just trying to correct what you created when you were fine before you started that. So
right.
It's so much easier to keep it. So I recommend, with like what I was just going to share, is
perfect
going. So after you we always do create our tracking sheet first, because then you know which pages you're going to be posting on, right? So you would just, your age list. So like for me, just say ageless. This is the first page that I'm gonna create an ad body and headings, and I'm going to create 5 of them at the very least for each one, just so I can use my time wisely that day, right? So I would go here and I would know that this is the first one, and I'm just going to take this link and I'm going to put it on my template, and then I would scroll down to my next one. This is employee benefits, so I'm going to copy my link and put it on the sheet. I mean, I could show you really quick, and it's a process of how it is, and do the same. So this whole sheet would be filled out because you would be prepared. And then the next, ageless living. I already have that above. Remember, that's why I did 5. So there's 2. So I'm good. And I just keep going down my sheet. Employee benefits, I did 5. So I'm good. I have 2. You know, you follow and you just go down your sheet to whatever one you whatever URL you chose for the next category. So this is going to be a general merchandise. That's not my category because I'm not doing that. I believe it's my Jeunesse page for my Luminous, I think it's called, the 5 different products. So that page and that URL. And when you have it on your sheet, the easiest way to do it is you just create, you know, you could take simple things like that to use ChatGPT for. So if you're trying to prepare in a large quantity, which we are for the marathon, after you have your page done, you could take that and toss it into ChatGPT and ask it to give you just simple 5 headings that are catchy, have a hook, use emotions, you know, simple, keep it very simple, and create me 10. I recommend just putting 10 ad headlines for this article I wrote. Give it to them and it will give you 5 or 10 or whichever one you choose, and then ask it the same thing. Now, can you give me 5 or 10 ad bodies? And then put them on your document. And when you're done doing both of those, you will have your tracking sheet ready, and you will have your ads body ready for Saturday morning. You will be prepared, and you will use your time very wisely. If you have any questions, because we may have confused you, there's that link that is in the chat to go look at Connie's, and she says everything very simple, how to do it. And she even is nice and gives you a template to start, like the one I have right here on there. So I hope that was helpful for everybody. I hope we didn't confuse you too much going back and forth.
It can seem very confusing that we are jumping all over you guys, but we're really not when you start thinking about it. We're not going to do any question and answers tonight. We're 4 minutes before the end. Just know, you know, we're trying to share with you guys that instructors teach things differently. And we're giving you different insight of how things are taught. And you find the golden nugget with what we share. Okay, so like me, I wrote down, and I actually have started creating an ad template for Saturday. And because I love spreadsheets, I'll show you what I've done to make it simple. Actually, do I have my other ad template up yet? Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you guys what I used to use and what I created tonight. So when I started, I used to love having all the different ad sites across my screen like that I could take the date, the theme. I don't even know what I used theme for anymore, but the URL that I marketed, meaning what page did I use, the location, where in the United States or where in the world did I post it at, what my ad title was, and page link. And if I posted it all in classifieds for free, I would just hit a letter X, because I was not going to type in every single state or country. I just knew that I did a round in it. If I came back through and did a second round in another category, that might be what I should have changed that to, as category. I could put 2 X's there, that I did 2 round the worlds. But I like using classified ads, or classifiedads.com, US net ads, and then there's the US job posting, Canada, UK, Australia, India. I haven't used Fold Ads or Advertigo in years. Sales Spider irritated me, and that's when I quit using this kind of a spreadsheet. But by then I already had Google AdSense, so I didn't really keep track. But now it's not so much tracking. I like the prep work. And because Connie, when you did that with Rory, I was like, oh my gosh, look how fast she's cruising on all this. So tonight I have created, okay, I saw what articles, and I am gonna, the URL, I'm gonna put in here that it's gonna be a Vela Vita or Jeunesse product. Okay. But then I clicked on this little plus sign, and I got a sheet too. And I thought of the other websites that I'm going to use. And these are the other ones I like using. Is classifieds for free, business ads for free, quickad.com, Locanto. I think we're all loving Locanto lately, because you can put so many pictures on. And then
and the traffic you get from it is off the charts. It's good traffic.
Exactly. And what I'd like to do is one of these days figure out, I don't know, maybe someone's already done it, but I would like to put a guideline of what the limitations are on each one, because that's questions my students ask me. And my easy answer is, if it tells you you've posted too many, go to another site and post it there, or change up. Don't think into it too much of what it is that it's telling you you can't, like US net ads. I was getting so frustrated with it. And then on an ad posting marathon, Rory got blocked like after 7 times. And I remember Karen Needham coming on going, yeah, Rory, you can only do 7 with that URL. It's not changing the title. It's not changing the ad body. It was that specific URL website, that specific page that he was advertising. And
I remember that.
but a lot of that kind of tracking that we're trying, that people are worried about, really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of ad posting. Just get them done. You're going to learn the little tips and tricks as we go. You really will.
And the only reason why tracking the ads is of importance is because of you can save yourself time. If you tracked every single ad you posted on classifieds for free, and you have your ID, then you can, like on classifieds for free, you don't have to do any of the tracking actually, because you just need to make sure that you put it on your calendar for every month, and you go in and you update it every month to make sure you don't lose it. Because you miss 1 month, you can lose all yours, like I have multiple times, thousands of ads. But it builds up if you remember. So Connie, she remembers, and she's in the thousands on all of them because she continuously keeps track on that.
Yep. The one I forget about is business ads for free.
Mm-hmm.
I do the same.
We both did it just recently.
Yeah, I'm down to 3 on there.
Yeah.
I just looked this morning and I went, oh, I guess I forgot to. I did forget to do a renew on April 1st. I meant to, but I didn't.
You have to learn to let it go, because it gets you.
Yeah. And you don't want to go back and try and put them back in again. Just go do new.
Mhm.
And that's the other thing why you want to do ad templates, to have multiple headings. You do not want to keep posting the same exact ad on the same exact websites repeatedly.
And
We
what's
are
nice
marketers.
is even if you have the same page, so a lot of us, we have the same biohacking pages that we've had for a year or so since we've had all the biohacking. And so you think I'm posting the same ads? No, nobody would read them. They'd be bored. So I keep going in anytime I post, I'm going to start posting my biohacking page, say, I would go in and get another 10 bodies and headings just for that posting of however many I'm posting that month. I will use that new for that month. And then if that biohacking comes around again, say 2 or 3 months later, I'll create a new template for it. And then I still save
Change
all
your
my
pictures
templates so I
too.
have them.
You change your pictures as well, right? So that it
Mhm.
looks totally new.
I
Yeah.
just change up pictures.
Yeah. And when it's coming to Google AdSense, guys, and so many of you are like, I posted ads all day. Okay, all day for you and all day for me are two different things. We move different speeds. I may be able to do, have 3 different classifieds for free sheet open on my computer, and I'm posting 3 different ads, and I'm just going through and hitting, the next one, and I get through all those. That's 150 in an hour and a half. Done. That's 100 hour and a half. You spent 8 hours doing 150. There is no secret number of how many ads you have to post. It is posting consistently. If you can only post ads one day a week, let's say Sunday evenings, do the prep work like this and maximize your productivity. It's kind of like that time blocking that we keep saying Tanya teaches us, because she does. But be ready to post ads when you're going to post ads, like Candace said. Don't say you're going to post ads and start getting ready at the time you were supposed to be posting ads. And when you say, well, I posted all these ads, and I've had people say, I posted 30 ads last week and I didn't get anything. I didn't get any sales. You know what? Do you know how many places Ray Kroc of McDonald's had to go to sell one hamburger? It was years, people. I don't remember the exact details. I just remember it was years.
There's so
And
many stories like that too.
there is. There
Countless.
is. And then
Yeah.
you've got the Coca-Cola ad thing. Those of us that grew up in the 70s remember Mean Joe Green and the little boy who threw a towel at Mean Joe Green, who turned around and gave the little boy his Coca-Cola. Or no, it was the other way around. I'm sorry. The little boy gave Mean Joe Green the Coca-Cola, and Mean Joe Green tossed him his towel or jersey or whatever. If McDonald's, or I mean, if Coca-Cola wouldn't have changed and only kept that commercial all these years, do you really think Coca-Cola would be a top selling soda right now? No, they come up with different things. That's what we're here for, folks. We're here for marketing. So with that, I'm going to end it.
Can I say
Candace?
one thing?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
One thing I remember from, I don't know, way back when I first started, shortly after, I remember Sheila Matchett saying that if you have to ask how many ads that you need to
Mhm.
post to have them out there for Google AdSense, you have not done enough.
Go
And the
post
reason
more.
why, and the reason why I've always kept track of mine is because I want to know how many I'm doing a month. If I'm not doing 1,000 a month, then something's happening. I need to pick it back up. You know, I need to figure out why I'm doing this or that. So I keep track of them. Plus, I wanted to make sure I had those 10,000 ads so I didn't have to ask Candace, hey, you think I got enough ads? Because you know what she was going to say? If you're asking me, why are you asking me? You should be posting ads.
Yep. And don't worry, don't get, it's like for classifieds for free, and some of them you can see how many views. Views only means how many people viewed that ad, not how many clicked on your site. Okay. So, all right. Connie,
Don't
Candace.
get caught up in the numbers, right? That's another thing
Right.
too. That doesn't matter. Like, just do the work.
Yep. Just
Very
do the work.
important. Yeah.
But thank you both for
Very
coming
welcome.
tonight. Connie, I know we just kind of threw you on, but I
Yes.
really appreciate you taking the time and sharing your knowledge with us. I always love learning more tips and tricks on posting ads different places, and I cannot wait to see what you bring to us on Saturday.
Yes, thank you very
So with
much
that,
too.
yes.